Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. It's Claytano. Thank you so much for tuning in as always. And in today's video, we will be doing the top 5 dark units in Dungeon Hunter Champions. Now, keep in mind that this list is not for anything in specific in the game, not PvE, PvP, or whatever else. It is very general and just, in my opinion, the best 5 dark units in the game. So I do want to make these pretty quick and to the point, and what I'll do is just basically go over each unit, their skills, why I think they should be there, and maybe give you guys some gear advice along the way as well. And I will be coming out with a lot more top 5 videos, so make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more top 5 videos as they come. All right, so just to get right into the video, okay? Number 5 on the list is Sharma. Now, this is the Dark Timekeeper, and I'm sure you guys have already started hearing a lot about this unit. It's a natural 4-star unit that is already on the list of an extremely hard list to get on for how many good units there are in the Dark element. So just to give you guys reasoning why he's on here, Temporal Flux, basically just to give you guys an idea what this does, every 6 seconds it lowers the cooldowns of all the allies by a second. So that's really, really awesome. A lot of the other, I think pretty much every other timekeeper has that same skill, but it's just like almost a built-in passive for his basic attack. Now, his first skill, Causal Reverse, is going to remove 2 debuffs from your own allies and your whole entire team, and then it's also going to remove 2 buffs from the enemy unit. So this is making it so strong in like Widow, okay? Because you're going to be removing that invulnerability, and even in Elder Drake you're going to be removing the boss's buffs, and then you're also removing 2 debuffs from yourself. It's overpowered, okay? It's really overpowered, and it's based on attack, so it's going to heal, and it's based on attack, so the more attack you have, the more damage you're going to do, and the more heals you're going to take. So it's crazy how much is going on just one skill alone. Now, his second skill, Reverberating Strike, that's just basically dealing ongoing damage, which is super strong. I'm sure you guys, I mean, everybody knows how important ongoing damage is for bossing. It's like almost a must-have. Now, this is actually based on accuracy, but you're going to want to build your Sharma with accuracy anyway, because there's so many debuffs that you guys are going to be wanting to hit anyway. So his accuracy is going to deal even more damage. Now, the third skill, Temporal Disruption, it does have 2 debuffs on it, which blocks buffs and mortal wounds. So that, again, based on accuracy, you guys want to be landing those debuffs. You have to build it with accuracy anyway, and you're getting rewarded for that additional accuracy. It's pretty crazy in my opinion. And then his synergy trait, just to top it all off, is a decrease of skill cooldown times of all your ally champions by 15%, no matter where you're at. So it's pretty, I mean, you guys, just listening to the skills of this unit, you guys can tell it's super OP. It definitely belongs on the list. Could be potentially even higher, but right now I just have him at 5. Number 4, moving on, is going to be the Dark Snake Lady, Chunxia. All right, Chunxia, guys. Say it with me, Chunxia. Okay, the reason why she's on here, let's just be honest. Okay, she does a crap load of ongoing damage. She has it based on her first skill. Just to explain this first skill to you guys, because I know a lot of you potentially struggle with it, and you think, okay, maybe I have to put more attack speed on her. No. So what happens is every time she uses a skill, then her snake is going to put ongoing damage in. It really has no bearing on her base attack at all. So her base attack, she's throwing things, and then you use a skill, and then her snake is going to come out and spit ongoing damage onto the enemy. So you use Viper Nest, ongoing damage. You use Silence Kiss, ongoing damage. You use Venom Burst, ongoing damage. So you're going to want to put it on Adept, so that way you're running through your skills faster, so that way you put more ongoing damage on. And then this Venom Burst, okay, so it splits out and inflicts 3 stacks of ongoing damage onto an enemy. So when it splits out, it can hit the same enemy twice with different little things. So you can get up to like 6 stacks with just one skill. I think it used to like split out and put on way more stacks, but I think it got nerfed after the beta stage, and now it's I think at most 6 stacks on one unit from this, which 6 stacks, guys, from a one skill is crazy. Plus, you're then going to put it on your Serpent's Bite, so you use your third skill, Venom Burst, and then Serpent's Bite, that's 7 stacks, just like that, and the boss is gonna you're gonna melt him. Clean as day. Now, it does come with an accuracy a synergy trait, which gives plus 30% to all your allies, and that's nice because a lot of her skills do kind of go based on accuracy. However, I would more likely prefer to use a skill cooldown reduction leader or synergy trait with her instead, in my opinion. Okay, now moving on from number 4, we have number 3 on the list, and that is going to be the Dark Blade Master. All right, so you guys are like, dang, but Dark Blade Master is only number 3. Yes, because it gets better, trust me. So Rasha is the Dark Blade Master, and really all you guys need to know about the Dark Blade Master is going to be the fact that her second skill here, Whirling Slice, is going to ignore 30% of the enemy's defense. Okay, 30% enemy defense just ignored, plus it does a whole crap load of damage on top of that. It shreds through people, okay? And it deals bonus crit damage as well, by the way. So make sure you're building with high crit damage and high crit rate. Now, 1,000 Blades, guys, this is also the other reason why she's on this list and so powerful, is because her skill, not only does it hit 16 freaking times, but it also is going to deal damage based on the enemy's max HP. So, if you're trying to kill a tank, what are you going to do? You're going to ignore defense, and you're going to do damage based on their max HP, and like I said, you're just going to shred through them. Now, of course, you have Lethal Rush, which also is crazy for tank busting because it inflicts mortal wounds, meaning that those tanks can't even heal themselves back up after you hit them with that lethal rush. So you're gonna slide in, you're gonna use your Whirling Slice, and then you're gonna rip them up with the 1,000 Blades. All right, now of course Flurry has every 4th attack that she strikes swiftly with both blades, dealing triple damage. It's pretty insane, deals bonus crit damage. So honestly, Rasha, one of the best units in the game, if not like, well, obviously she's number 3, so she's not the best, but one of the best units in the game. All right, now moving on to number 2 on the list is going to be, it was kind of a toss-up between the AA, or the Archangel, and the Greater Demon, but I'm gonna put number 2 as the Archangel. Okay, so this is Clephinus, or Stelephanus. I don't know how you guys actually say it, but I say it Clephinus or Stelephanus, either one of those two. So this is an extremely amazing unit because it does immunity and it blinds. Now, what this Radiant Ascendance thing does, it basically puts an aura around the unit, meaning that anything that's in there is going to they're not going to be able to hit you with basic attacks. So if you're trying to, say, counter a basic attacking unit like a Blade Master, Clephinus is your man, because anytime you're just standing in that aura, you're blinded. Doesn't matter. You're blinded. You can't move. You have to, well, you can move, but you got to get out of there before you can actually start hitting things with your basic attack. Then also don't forget the fact that he puts immunity on all of his allies as well, which is it's incredible. And then a Guardian Angel, this is the one of 2 units in the entire game that does a full team invulnerability, and it's super strong. Not only does he have invulnerability, but he also has immunity. So what are you gonna do? You can't do anything to these guys unless you strip those buffs first. And then on top of that, let's add Retribution, which has damage reflection after you jump onto the enemy. So you're going to jump to a location, gain the damage reflection. They're all going to start hitting you because you're in there first. They're going to start hitting you, and they're going to be taking damage back to themselves, and then dealing damage to enemies near the point of impact. Bonus damage is based on your max HP. So you're going to build yourself super tanky, and you're going to do a heck of a lot of damage because you're based on max HP for the damage. Now, the basic attack as well, we're not done. Also, when it's empowered, causing it to remove all debuffs from a single nearby ally. Okay, attacks nearby enemies. Every 8th attack is empowered, causing it to remove all debuffs from a single nearby ally. So if you hit fast, then you're removing all the debuffs from your allies. So I would say build it probably on a little attack speed or attack speed HP, and you guys will have a lot of fun with your Clephinuses. And congrats if you actually have one, because they're honestly super sick in OP. All right, now the number 1 best dark unit in the game in general, again, in my opinion, is going to be Stargoth, which is the Dark Greater Demon. All right, now here's why. So Ball and Chain, it's going to, this is just his basic attack. So he swings his basic attack and he's stunning people as he's swinging his basic attack. That's all he has to do. That's really all he has to do, okay? That's how crazy it is. All he has to do is have that basic attack going, and he's going to be wrecking your team. Now, his first skill, Drain Essence, opens the maw in his stomach, consuming the souls of his enemies to restore his own vitality. It damages the enemies and lowers the attack and heals self for a portion of the damage dealt. Bonus damage is based on max HP. So the higher HP he has, the more damage he's dealing, and he's going to heal himself for more damage, the more damage he does, and he's lowering the attack power, which is crazy good in like a lot of situations in the game, but I'm just gonna say in arena specifically. Now for Dredge, this is the second skill of Stargoth, and this is going to pull enemies towards him by dragging his hook chain. So you basically throw this thing out there and you pull them towards you, saying like, get over here, and then you're going to immobilize them and stun them if the enemy is dragged into a wall. So if you drag them into a wall, then they're stunned, they're immobilized, and it's honestly super, super annoying to play against one of these things. Now, a couple of the other Greater Demons have the kind of a similar skill, but this one is like, I mean, it's so good, guys. Now, Nova Smash smashes the ground, damages and blinds enemies in a huge area. Bonus damage is based on max HP. So he's gonna slam the ground. All the enemies around him are blinded, and they can't hit anything with their basic attacks again, which is insane. And the fact that he has the synergy trait of the skill cooldown time of ally champions reduced by 20% kind of is just the icing on the cake. Something that's so important in this game to have that cooldown reduction, and he gives you 20%, which is ridiculous, guys. Pair that with like an adept set, and you're cutting your units cooldowns in half just by the leader skill or the synergy trait and the adept gear. Putting those two together, it's insane. I would just run him as much HP as possible. HP, adept, and then maybe a little bit of accuracy. You could put on some vital sets as well. Again, congratulations if you have a Stargoth. He's one of the best units that probably the best in the game. One of the best in the game for sure. He's really amazing. Now, aside from that, guys, that is it. That's my top 5 dark unit list. Again, I will be having a lot of other top 5 lists. Of course, I'm going to do all the other elements, but let me know what you guys think is your top 5 dark unit. Go ahead and post that in the comment section below. And aside from that, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay soupy, don't be potatoes, and I will see you guys next time. All right, peace.